Welcome. This video will be instruction on how to do a visual squash, which is a simple but powerful technique for alleviating a values conflict. So when you've gone through this whole self-reflection process and you've identified your values and you're looking and it seems like, oh man, maybe you have this conflict you feel inside, like you have this conflict between a couple different values, maybe freedom and friendship, or money and family, or whatever it might be. You want more of one and you're afraid that it's interfering with the other. So we want to resolve that conflict. The ultimate idea is that each of those parts of your unconscious mind are trying to protect you from hurt, pain, and they believe they're doing that by holding you back in this way. It could be even a conflict with certain beliefs that you have. Once you have identified those parts, right, you're going to want to get yourself into a meditative state, and we do this with our breathing. And again, as you've seen in some of these other videos, I like the box breathing. It's not the only breathing way you can do this. I like the box because you are controlling your breathing, and through that control you then end up focusing on the breath, and then that gets you into that state. So just kind of follow along with me as we do this, but you're going to want to begin with that everything through your nose. Breathe in, hold, exhale, hold, 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 breathe in, hold, exhale, hold. Continue to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, hold at the bottom just to pause, in, out. Just continue breathing. With each breath, you can feel yourself become a little more relaxed, focusing on feeling that oxygen just going through your body. Visualize those molecules going into every cell. With every exhale, you're releasing all the negativity, all the waste. Every inhale, bringing in the energy, the positivity. Just continue breathing. Big sigh. Now you can keep your eyes shut. You can open your eyes, whatever the case may be. But you want to hold your hands out in front of you. You just want to imagine these parts that are in conflict in your unconscious mind. Just ask them to come out onto your hands. Just come out. You can give them a name if you want, the name of the value or whatever. Doesn't really matter. But then you're going to imagine what each part looks like and describe them in human terms. Describe what they would look like. Imagine what they would look like. Intuit what they would look like. Describe them in human terms. Then you're going to ask each part one at a time. Maybe start with the one that's in your left hand. You're going to ask what their highest purpose is. You may need to chunk up by saying, for what purpose? For what purpose? Over and over. And you need to get till you feel the response. And you will feel it. You may feel it through a sensation in your hands, a little more sweat, a little body heat, a little flushing of your skin color. You're getting them until that unconscious mind, that part, acknowledges that its ultimate purpose, its highest purpose, is to serve the greater good and protect the body-mind system. You can say it as a statement. It is to serve the greater good and protect my body-mind system, isn't it? And once you feel like you've gotten there, you can repeat that statement. Thank you. So let me repeat. Your greatest purpose is to serve the greater good and protect the body-mind system, isn't it? And you should be getting, and you should feel, again, it could be a flush, like your skin flushing, a little moisture, a little sweat feeling, tingling, any kind of body sensation, response. You will do that with the other part. Again, you need to chunk up until there is an agreement. You may feel this agreement in your gut or in your heart. Continue with this breathing. All right. Then you may want to just write down, while staying in that state with your breathing, write down what the response is, what your gut tells you. Get back in. Then you want to ask each part. You want to be listening for your unconscious mind. Whatever's popping into your mind, you have to trust it and go with it. And what is each part's most valuable resources that would be of value to the other part? Right? If the purpose is the same, what is the resources that part A has that could help part B meet their highest purpose? And vice versa. You take in whatever pops into your head. Your unconscious mind is connected. That's that spirit part of you that's coming out. You need to trust it. What are your most valuable resources? What are you best at? This is each part. What's your ultimate gift? You may want to, again, jot down whatever comes to your mind. Make sure after you jot it down that you just take some deep breaths. You go right back in that state. Then you want to ask each part, what's good about the other part? What's the other part it's best at? What are they good at? What's good about them? Jot those down if need be. Go back in the state, and then again you are communicating with these parts. You're going to point out that the conflict that they're having is in direct violation of their highest purpose. They cannot have a whole mind-body system working in full optimum without all parts working together. So without these parts working together, they're actually hurting their mission. And you're going to ask each part to give you a signal. Maybe you say twitching the fingers, sweaty palms, twitch of the hand, your nostrils flaring in or out, a gut feeling, whatever it is. You ask them to give you a signal that if they're willing and ready to work together, and then just say, come together now. And you're going to notice that your hands want to come together, don't they? Yes, good, they will. They do. They want to come together. And you can feel them wanting to come together. And just let them come. Let them come together. And as they come together, you may see how this new part is much bigger, stronger. The hands will come together. Bring it right into your heart. Take it inside. And you may notice now, won't you, how your body may tingle and your skin feels warmer, and you can feel a flush of heat potentially. Breathe deep and exhale with big sighs. Just hold those new part inside you as they really get along in brotherly love. Take nice 5 big sighs. Now, in the rare occasion that your hands didn't want to come together, you felt them kind of holding back, which part was holding back? Just ask that part what it is. Why is it refusing? What its purpose is, and to give you a signal as to why. Just tell you why, what was holding it back. Jot that response down and ask that part what the reason is worth holding on to when it causes its highest purpose to be violated. Record response. Right? Why is it holding on to it when it violates its highest purpose? What is it that's causing it to violate its purpose? Why does it feel that is actually protecting you instead of hurting you? Ask what it needs from the other part to solve that issue. Jot whatever comes to your mind down. Get the other part to agree that it will be willing to work together with this new condition to fulfill, so they can fulfill its highest purpose. And as you begin to see that or feel that, ask those parts to signal you that they're ready to work together with a finger twitch or sweaty palms or flaring of your nostrils or gut feeling. And once you get that acknowledgement, you can begin to feel your hands come together, can't you? Those two parts are coming together. They're going to hug. They're going to hug. And they're going to come together and work together to become one new part. Just pull that part inside. Pull it right to your heart. Pull it inside. And let it go in and fulfill your highest purpose of keeping you whole and healthy. And you'll probably feel that sweat and tingling and warmth just come in. And again, 5 deep sighs. And that is a visual squash.